Now is the time.
Forever? Tangent. Old.
Halt.
Hashtag always MGM.
You are approaching the unloading area.
Calm down. AK haters.
But what if it could? Behold, the majesty of the Sistine ceiling.
For the kids.
A salute to all theme parks, but mostly Walt Disney World.
Ha! What a cute ending.
Aloha and
Don't Dillo it.
This is Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank, and it is our 400th episode, everyone, right here live on YouTube right now. Can you tell we're live from this third go? I don't think you'll hear the first two goes in the audio on Theme Park Thursday, but here we are with the third go live on YouTube on Theme Park Thursday Eve.
We're here. We made it. Listen, first of all, again, it would not be us if we did not start this way. Also, we haven't recorded in a month, which is crazy. No one knows that based on the audio, but it's been a while, so we're getting back into it. It all works out, right?
We could have worked with Riverside here prior to which we experimented over the summer with Riverside, moved away from StreamYard. We could have practiced a little bit more. We could have gotten all the things we wanted to get in order. Did we do any of that? Delusions of grandeur? No.
In fairness, we had no time. Both of us were barely home in August. We had no time to do these things.
That is correct. But we are here now with the 400th episode, as mentioned in our one-channel Discord associated with DillosDizResort.com. That's our Patreon with memberships beginning as low as $1 per month. DillosDizResort.com. We have some announcements to make here, which always makes our one-channel Discord very, very nervous.
And I appreciated, though, in the one-channel Discord, how everyone was doing wrong answers only. I thought those were fantastic, and it was, any of them could have been true.
Yeah, any of them. Well, and maybe some of them are true. Who knows, really?
Good
Who can say? What I'm because we're experimenting here on Riverside still with our 400th episode. Do you think we would be better prepared? We're not. We would do this podcast on a landline telephone if we could. And like I said, we have plenty of announcements here on the Theme Park Thursday podcast. Our first announcement, we did a little tease, not once, not twice, but 3 times when we hit live. And that announcement is the static sound you'll hear on the audio. That's some good audio listening everyone's doing on a Theme Park Thursday. But you got to see a little video here on Theme Park Thursday Eve. And that is we all autumn long will be doing a little fall into nostalgia, Jen.
Get it? Do you get it? That we'll be falling into nostalgia this fall. I'm excited. Listen, and we have so many, I think, ideas about fall into nostalgia, including intros and logos and videos and all the things that, there's too much happening. Originally, I wanted Mr. Snydillo to make a Hallmarky fall into nostalgia thing, and then I was like, that's not going to work with any of our ideas or anything we have, so we have to scrap that. But yeah, do you want to explain what that means?
No, because you're still confused, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain it to everybody here in the audience. Basically, yes, Jen is correct. We were going to fall into nostalgia. How can you not be romantic about nostalgia style? And we were gonna focus many of our Theme Park Thursday episodes in the fall, kind of as a reintroduction to ourselves, beginning with episode 401 and really leaning heavy in nostalgia themed episodes. I mean, hasn't that been the previous 399 episodes? But really what Fall into Nostalgia is we'll be dedicating some time to some previous trips and things that we enjoyed in our youth and even into trips we've taken during this podcast, and rededicating some time to that. Now, where Jen got confused is it has been a sort of, what do I want to say, a passion project of mine to take the 399 episodes we have done here of Theme Park Thursday and kind of create a best of podcast. I don't like that term, best of, but kind of taking the pieces, the nostalgic elements of our podcast over the years, and have them in a condensed form in a separate podcast feed. So, say if a interview was an hour long, we would take 22 minutes and kind of present it as its own separate podcast in a way so that one, we can send people back to this podcast and listen
Mhm.
every theme park Thursday, but also, people aren't going to go back and listen to, well, at least we don't think we're binge worthy. We know, but maybe you're not going back and listening to 7.5 years worth of podcasts. So it was a way of kind of exploring what we have done over this time and in a, let's say, more accessible, efficient manner. So later on, we'll do this fall into nostalgia all the way up probably to our November meetup. That's technically an announcement here today as well, which will take us into the holiday season, even though it's a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. Don't tell Jen. But uh, that will lead into what essentially will become something tentatively titled the Dillo's Diz Nostalgia Vault, which will be a vault, its own podcast feed for everyone to access here later this fall. So we'll fall into nostalgia, and that fall will take us all the way into the Dillo's Diz Nostalgia Vault coming this November, maybe.
Forever November. Yeah, and I think there was a little bit of confusion between the two of us because I had YouTube in my head when thinking about the vault. Frank had the podcast more in his head, and really, why not both? We'll be trying to do all the things as much as we can and bringing it back because I think that's who we are at our core is the nostalgia loving sibling duo, and that's kind of what started all of this. We talked about our own trips, we talked about our experiences with how the parks were. We still can't let go of things like hashtag always MGM or wishes, as our friend Michelle mentioned. So, I there's a lot of things that we can still talk about and focus on, but kind of, I mean, there will be tangents, let's not be real. But we will try to actually focus on the nostalgia a bit as well.
That is correct. And since Jen mentioned Hyperion Adventures podcast referencing, prior to this live stream we're doing on YouTube on Theme Park Thursday Eve, there was a bit of a pregame that happened over on our YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. A bunch of folks sent over very nice videos to congratulate us on the 400th episode. So we're very thankful to everyone who contributed from Hyperion Adventures podcast to the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. At the beginning, it was a nice. I think they call themselves the bookends, the 1-2 punch of
Yes.
Disney podcasts over there. So make sure you check out that video. Many thanks to everyone. We listed, I think, everyone in the notes there that contributed to that video. So a little 400th episode pregame over on our YouTube channel. Perhaps for those of you in the audio feed, we'll take the audio of that video, mayhap, and connect it to the end of the episode you're listening to in the audio feed.
Yeah.
If you're watching us
I
now, separate.
Correct. I just have to say that watching that video of everyone and their kind messages, like literally at some point halfway through, I just realized that I was, nerding out to these videos by myself with a huge grin on my face because everyone was just so nice and it was so loving. And then I'm not gonna lie, Landon got me a little bit. Landon, you got me a little bit. Almost cried. Almost did it, Landon. I don't appreciate that. But thank you. I
Let
do
me tell you something
appreciate
about
it so
this land
much.
in the. Let me tell you something about this land in the Dodge Dome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the exterior may scare you a little bit there. Not like Halloween Horror Night scare because he wants no part of that. But
We would
you
never.
know, If you get in,
Crack
he'll
that
make you cry.
shell.
Yeah,
He'll do it.
he'll bring the
Um,
he'll
just
bring the heart.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, very much appreciate everyone's messages. Thank you so much. I just want to address one thing to Jeffers' comment in the chat. There goes Jeffers, Dillo's Diz Archives Re-Listen podcast. That was one of the many ideas we've had over the years. Jeffers, don't act like we won't do it still. We'll still do that. All the things are going to happen.
Yeah, and I will say, the Nostalgia Vault is a very broad term. Like we see it as interviews, but we know we can pull clips where we rant or rave about nostalgia. Ooh, teaser for another thing coming up here, another
Yes.
announcement. But but also focusing on specific guests, focusing on recurring themes, as it were. So if that means we release 3 separate Jeffers interviews, in a binge-worthy moment, that might happen. You might get a whole Jeffers experience, including the fan on his computer, including Adam's podcast. Podcast is what do you call that?
Smoke
What do you call
detector.
it? Well, Adam's podcast episodes this year
Yes.
have included his smoke detector.
Yeah.
And
Unpaid
so,
actors, smoke detectors, and desktop computers. So.
speaking of Adam, I don't want to forget. So I want to jump right into
Yes, please.
Adam did
Classes
say
are going on.
we waited for Adam.
We waited.
And he did send along a message where I am pulling up now, and to say that I'm going to try not to get emotional because it says, you know how Adam is.
Of course. We know.
Got to put on my glasses for this.
That's right. I saw that you had a C. You had a.
So, are you going to beep while I'm? Are you going to do the smoke detector beep while I'm reading?
Lewis is already doing it in the chat. So.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone's prepared. Right on cue, everyone. Well done. I'm glad you guys rehearsed. We did.
Yeah, we didn't.
Frank and Jen, feel free to read this for your 400th episode. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to read that part. Frank and Jen. Don't beep. Wow, 400 episodes. Quite an achievement and a testament to your consistency, dedication, and desire to put out the best show you can for such a long period of time. Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz came to me at a pivotal moment in my life. I was co-hosting my own podcast while longing for a hit of nostalgia. Someone to tell me about the good old days. Frank and Jen provided that with your stories of the past, family time, and memories of the way Disney was. I'm thankful you were willing to start in this space and just share your thoughts, feelings, emotions with all of us. When you would bring up your extended family, parents, grandparents, cousins, etc., it reminded me of my loud, obnoxious life. It made me realize I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who grew up with a chaotic Italian American family. You made me feel seen, that my memories were not something I needed to suppress and hold on to. Rather, it was okay to talk about them on my own show. Privately, you have been nothing but gracious and generous with your time and energy towards me. I'm thankful for the times Frank has gone out of his way to meet me both in MGM, thank you, Adam, for saying MGM, and NYC, providing a space where he can share his passion with me and my loved ones. I'm grateful for the time Jen went out of her way to say hi, if only for a few, and to share her family with me and let me have the opportunity to be the first to meet Mama, Papa, Jay, and the kids. Thank you for treating me like an old friend and showing me grace. I can't wait for the next time we can share conversation and stories over some Disney humor and nostalgia over a cup of coffee. Adam, you coming to the meetup? All right. Last paragraph. Frank and Jen, you have provided a wonderful space for us like-minded people to connect, share stories, recipes, traditions. Oh, yeah, I think we did that. Traditions and expand our worldview. We're not alone in this weird but wonderful fandom. Your humility is inspiring to me to remind myself that it's okay to have fun, speak out, laugh, and cry. It's fun to remember the good times, the memories these places leave with us. Thank you for filling in the gaps and showing us a peek behind the curtain about what these places we love used to be like. I don't have my own show anymore, and you helped me get through that as a peer, not a competitor. Your patience is awe-inspiring, and your ability to care for all of us is nothing short of inspiring. Congratulations on 400 episodes. That is a major accomplishment, and you should be very proud of yourselves. Thank you for letting me be a small part of that, and thank you for always waiting for me. Means I'm never left alone. I almost choked up on that.
Oh,
Love, Adam. I think there is a bird in my house. I keep hearing a chirp.
um, okay, Adam. Whatever.
Okay, whatever, Adam. We'll wait.
Whatever, Adam. Whatever. Oh, I
Anyway,
just said
uh,
that. Thank you, Adam.
on
That was
to our
very nice.
next announcement. Is everyone ready? I know everyone gets nervous about whenever we make announcements. I gotta X out some of the screen here to make this next amount. I gotta share the screen. Share the screen. I'm still learning how to share the screen on Riverside, everyone. So back in November, I think, right? It was November.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke on a podcast episode of Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz with James Warda, with Darren Skis, and James had written a book called How Does Disney Do That? Which is a fantastic book. And
Mm-hmm.
Theron, former Imagineer, has his own creative studio now. Just came out with an awesome book of his own called Creating Memorable Worlds. And Theron had written the intro to James's book. So we had them both on, and the conversation was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we jokingly said, with the sequels, we and James kind of let us in on, I'm thinking of sequels and thinking of the color palette and all of that. And lo and behold, a couple of months later, we learned of a second book here, announcing book 2. And how does Disney do that? How does Disney do that series? And so next year, book 2 is coming out. And he announced this a couple of weeks ago, where the title of the book was how Disney. The subtitle is why does Disney do that? How Disney can change a day at the park and transform lives. So you'll probably get a lot more information about this over the years. But over the next few months, weeks, years. It's years because it's all these books that are going to come out.
What is time?
What is time? So why does Disney do that? We'll follow how does Disney do that. And James connected with us and spoke with us for a little while. And I said over the weekend, I was like, James, can I talk about this on the 400th episode? I wanted to step out of bounds. I don't want to do any of these things. But we're happy to say that we will be a part of why does Disney do that in some capacity. James took his time to interview us about us visiting the parks when we were kids, about my time as a cast member, about Jen's time as an operating participant over in Epcot, and how that kind of then led us into the next part of our lives and then into the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really great conversation. I know that James is working on editing the video portion of that right now, but we're really excited to announce that that James spoke to us about contributing to why does Disney do that, how Disney can change a day at the park and transform lives. So that is announcement number 2 right here. It's a big one.
Yay! That's a huge one. Yeah, it was. I think it's always interesting, especially for me, who, if you don't know by now, was the more hesitant one when doing this podcast. Like, who wants to hear from us? Who wants to hear our opinions? Who wants to hear our stories? All the things. And then to have someone who has written a book be like, I want to hear your stories. Like, what? So that's very cool. And I am honored to have chatted with James and definitely joined all of his groups, LinkedIn, Facebook. He had started a YouTube channel, so be sure to follow him in all the places and join the discussions. And it's an awesome community that he's building through his book.
Yeah, and we can't thank James enough for that, and certainly take a look at both the LinkedIn group and the Facebook group for more on the next book in the series from James Ward. We're very excited about that. I
Yeah.
almost X'd out of the wrong screen.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't you do it. No, you don't, Ethan. I almost said it the wrong way. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Anyone?
So there we are with announcement number 2 on episode 400.
See,
of
they're
Park
fine,
Thursday.
everybody. No one has to worry. Everything's fine.
What are we worried about? We're not setting anybody up for a future announcement or anything like that. We're talking about a second podcast. We're talking about participating in a book. It's really exciting and awesome. What is there to worry about? Now we're just really making them worry. And that's the big deal. We have some segments that we've like to do here over the years on Theme Park Thursday, and because we are talking about fall into nostalgia today, I thought that we should take a little trip into the attic. I've mentioned this over the years, but I don't think I've shared it directly in any capacity on one of our What's in the Attic videos or just talking about it on a podcast episode. But if we had all the intros loaded and ready to go here on Riverside, we would play the little What's in the... Oh, wait, do you have this one? I think you do. Let's play it.
What's in the attic?
Wow!
It's What's in the Attic, everybody!
Yay! We love What's in the Attic.
So, I mentioned, well, and if you saw the pregame, Tom mentioned that I mentioned that I was a cast member a lot.
Specifically, maybe on Christmas Day,
1995, that would be 30 years ago this December, Jen.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. What is time? So, yes, 30 years ago, this coming weekend, basically, I was hired by the Walt Disney Company at an audition in the University of Central Florida, and worked at #AlwaysMGM from 1995 to roughly the end of 1999. Though I might have used my ID for access into the park into the year 2000, I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I will say, from time to time, I get a little jealous about, I don't know, like things I still wish I had that might have been in my possession at one time as a cast member that I no longer have possession of, or I was like, I'm not going to need this anymore. I'm going to get... And then we have a podcast like believe it or not, for the hoarders that we are, for the attic that we have at Mama and Papa Dillo's, for the storage units that are on top of the attics. There are some things that we did get rid of. I know it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
But I do regret the things I have gotten rid of. And so sometimes I see things come up on social media and go, oh, I wish I still... Why don't I have this? Or why don't I have this article of clothing? Or why don't have this mask that might have been under a veil that would have been easy to perhaps remove from a theme park? I'm just saying, but rule follower for 97% or so. I have, as a cast member, I can say that I could think of off the top of my head, like things are like, you probably should return this, but why are you returning this? I have a baseball cap that I've worn a couple of times from the Toy Story parade, 95 to 97. I wore it for one parade. I pulled the barrel of monkeys in the Toy Story parade. I wore like a jumpsuit. Do I still wish I had the jumpsuit? I sure do. But I have the baseball cap. And that is, that's cool to me. I like that I still have that purple baseball cap. I take a little snap back too. Listen.
Here we go.
If it's not a fitted cap, you only should be making snapback caps. And the things with the buckles and the straps, the Velcro on the back of a baseball cap. Get out of here with that. Why? I don't know why that's a thing. Like, Velcro is just going to wear away. Why must I see a baseball cap for sale at Disney or elsewhere, anywhere? At a $30 baseball cap with Velcro on the back? Get out of here. What? Just make it a snapback. Lean into that nostalgia and give me, if you don't have a fitted hat, a snapback cap, and I'm assuming everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? You pull it apart and you snap it into place. It's got the dots, and it looks like popping. What's it? The dots that you pop and eat, like the candy. You pop them out of
Sure.
the. You know what I'm saying? It's got that same. It's got that sensory thing you got there.
Sure.
Come on,
Uh-huh.
what am I
Um,
talking about?
I just have a quick question. What do you hate more? The non-snapback caps or anything sleek? What bothers you more?
Well, I had a well. Listen, uh, we'll get to the we'll get to the sleek in a second. But everyone learned that I hate sleek
Yeah.
on the cruise we just took to Bermuda.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I think it's oh gosh, that's tough. I really don't like the Velcro
I
backs.
know. You get
The
equally
straps,
angry.
the little buckle thing. Like, can I put up with it if it's the right kind of hat? Sure, but the Velcro is just so. I'm not in third grade. Come on.
Very strong
My
feelings.
my kid's not even third grade anymore. Anyway,
Mhm.
what am I talking about? Oh, I see Lewis is in the chat. He's saying, "Where is this baseball cap?" And listen, did I expect to be talking about that baseball hat as I started talking? Sure
No.
didn't. So I don't have it ready and available.
Yeah.
I think it's over there on a pile right there, but we'll see if we have time for me to leave this place. But the other thing that I do have, just in time for Fall into Nostalgia, I won't play that 15-second staticky clip again. But it's something that I finally refound a couple of years back in the attic, uh, and then said, "Oh, I'm wearing this forever," and then didn't wear it for a couple of years because I need one button sewed because
Hmm.
it is a little. I'll show you the strap. It drives me crazy that it's not buttoned, but it is. Am I going to get in trouble? Uh, it is my hashtag always MGM pea coat
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
XL,
Yeah.
Disney MGM Studios XL. Nice pea coat.
Yeah.
And I can't, the camera doesn't really do it justice here.
Yeah.
It's a little too warm to wear in this room right now, right? It's got a little button situation on this side,
Hmm.
but on this side, no, not this side. This side. Wait, where is it?
It's
Oh,
all
here it
fit.
is.
Oh.
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get a button
Yeah.
for this, so I can't walk around
But
with
that's
this.
an easy fix. It's a
I
button.
don't know how to sew.
You don't have take it to your cleaners and have them put on a button.
But I'm planning to wear this coat
During the fall.
during the fall. It's a little warmer than that. I think it's going to be more of a winter situation,
Mm.
but not too cold. It's like the in between. It's like a 40 degree or like a 35 to 40, probably.
Sure.
But I'm going all in with the pea coat.
And back to what's in the attic. This item was found in the cedar closet of
Correct.
the attic. What that same day, some of you may have seen that we also found Frank's old Star Wars comforter bedding set. So I
Oh
think it
yeah.
was all that same day, and you
hmm
realized that the coat still existed, and you were so happy.
It was like a jackpot.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, a meetup coat. Oh, Lewis is challenging me to wear it to the meetup
Oh,
in
that's
November.
interesting. I'll probably use it because I'll be cold. So I'll just.
All right, Jen, you're gonna vamp while I see if that hat is right there, so I can show
Oh,
the
okay,
hat as
sure, no
well.
problem. Dr. Troy asked, mentioning that it might still smell like Catastrophe Canyon, and I think that's quite possible, and I would love to know if that's true. Welcome in, Ryan. Jeffers mentioning to bring it to Oswego next year. Mrs. Jeffers loves sewing buttons on things. You know what? I'm loving there's so many solutions for him. And it's an easy enough solution. Or maybe 2026 becomes the year of Frank learning how to sew and he shares his journey with us all. No?
The hat was not where I thought it was, so we'll have to
Oh,
save
okay.
that for a future episode
Yeah.
of what's in the attic. There's been a lot of lederhosen talk.
There has
We'll
been.
get to the meetup
Yes.
in a little bit here. A lot of lederhosen talk
Yes.
for these holiday parties. I'll do some research. I'll say that much. Am I
Yeah.
willing to possibly, not to studios I'm dressing up, like but to the Magic Kingdom,
Oh.
am I willing? We'll see. I gotta come up with some parameters that we would
All
do.
right.
If Nate buys his not so
Mm.
very merry Christmas ticket, don't buy a not so scary
Don't do that.
ticket,
We won't be
Nate.
there.
When you buy your very merry Christmas party ticket, let me know, and then I'll do some research on some leader hosting. But not until then, Nate.
Oh, wow. No
Not
pressure.
until then.
No pressure.
Oh, if I knew this, I would have brought it a couple weeks ago, Jeffers, to bring the coat
Right?
for Mrs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be up in Oswego more next summer. Who knows?
Listen, we have to discuss something because I was trying to plan a baseball game with Jeffers in early July, and I'm like, oh, maybe Lenny can also do opening weekend, so then I can just kind of go from that and like come
For
right
Toronto.
down, like a whole thing, yeah.
Well, you want to do Syracuse Mets or you want to do Toronto Blue Jays?
No, Toronto Blue Jays against the Mets. They're
Oh.
playing end of June, like the first couple of days of July, so we could go up there and then boom, leads right into the opening weekend.
I think that's a safe bet, but we'll see.
Oh, great. Jeffers, do you hear Jeffers clicking book it? He just clicked it on hotels.com. We have no affiliation with them. And he
But
just
what if
booked
he
his hotel for next year. Yeah. But what if
So there we go. That was what's in the attic with my Disney MGM Studios pea coat. Coming soon
Yes.
to all my pictures that I will share on Instagram at Dillo Studios throughout this fall into nostalgia.
Love it. Love it. I think anytime you make a reel or you go live on Instagram during the fall, you have to be wearing the pea coat at all times.
Oh,
Like, this
yeah.
is Frank checking in during our fall into nostalgia season in the coat.
It's like George Costanza walking around in the puffy coat. Like he's like, I gotta
Right. Yeah.
walk around the whole time here. Jen, I think we got to do some theme park news as we're 35 minutes in, and one of the basically the foundation of this podcast is that we don't like change.
What?
So whenever we get what we didn't say that. I don't. Somebody said that before we said it ourselves.
We've never. Well, it's crazy.
We would never. So whenever we have one of these D23s or these destination D23s or daily double 23s, whatever they're called, we only can anticipate that there's going to be some kind of change. I'm going to take off my glasses because I can't take off my glasses. And so I wanna kind of talk about a few of these announcements, and we know how the announcements go sometimes at these events.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And whether it impacts our feelings of change. Mm-hmm. Because there's some things that we have accepted over the years in terms of change. I mean, mostly they happen at the Animal Kingdom because do whatever you want with that park. It's the sixth park chronologically, and you want to close Dinosaur 15 months after you said it was closing, by all means.
Fine. That's okay. We're okay with that change.
That's okay. Everyone has had their final ride 84 times since you announced that it was closing. Everybody.
I didn't. Oh,
Everyone's like, well, I got to go to Dinosaur because what if it's closed it's like, don't worry. You're going to be here 3 more times and still get to ride.
Did you go last September?
No.
Oh, I didn't know if after Everest or during Everest that you stayed.
I was not. No.
Okay.
No, the time was ticking on my time in the Animal Kingdom. It was 12:43.
You were there late. I already left. Yeah. You were there much longer.
I thought about it, but I did think about resting before the not so scary Halloween party. Really, where I was with that.
I thought about going on an attraction one last time, but then I thought, you know what? Let me go lay down for a little bit because that'll be better.
That doesn't sound right. Does that sound wrong of me to say? We're not AK haters. We like the animal. We're fine.
I love it. It's so nice.
We enjoy. And if there's anything to be said in the 400 episodes.
Do you know what? AK gods just punished Frank. Oh, trying to come back. They just punished you because as soon as you said we're not AK haters, you froze and we couldn't hear you.
If there's one thing in the history of these 400 episodes, it is that we have embraced the animal kingdom far more
Yeah.
than we were at episode 3, 4, 7, 11, whatever you want to say.
Correct.
Nomad, Flight of Passage.
Great.
All these things.
All the things.
So let's share the screen here for those watching on the YouTube channel. But for your audio, I'll be happy to narrate along the way. And that would be here. Let's jump right out of the gate. It's not the one I wanted to lead off with because we don't want to. I want to lead off with this one.
Okay.
The Walt Disney audio animatronic is coming to the Carousel of Progress. Stop changing screens.
It's going to just do that, I think.
Here it is.
Okay.
Following a dream with mind and heart against all odds, Walt Disney revealed Disneyland to the world on July 17th, 1955. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not going to read all of this. Imagineer Chris Beatty revealed that you will soon be able to see Walt Disney through the magic of audio animatronics technology in Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress at Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World Resort. No timetable on that. Jen.
Yep.
Carousel of Progress. Let's discuss. You know, it's us, so we're difficult. And we want to say that, you know, everyone loves a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we are now is the best time of our lives. So there is already some change we didn't like, even though Great, Big, Beautiful Tomorrow came first.
Yeah.
Why does this it looks different on the screen? I keep going to the website to adjust it, so I'm just going to stop sharing the screen.
Yeah. Okay.
And so there's that, right? And we accept the Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. It's a classic.
Yeah.
The Walt Disney animatronic was the talk of the town in July.
Yeah.
And everyone had their feelings. All I said about it was, just trim the eyebrows a little bit, and I think you're okay. Right. But people had harsher things to say than I did.
Sure.
Jen, how do you feel about Walt Disney animatronic coming to the Carousel of Progress?
I don't know. I feel a little indifferent, which is shocking for me. I don't normally feel so indifferent about things. There's a part. I mean, okay, and because I'm a little confused about all that. Like, is he just in the intro? Do we not know where he is? Is he at the end? When do we see him? Do we know yet?
What appears like Waldo, the spirit of 3D, all throughout the attraction at different times?
No, I don't accept that. If it's like a little intro with a little backstory, a little World's Fair talk, all right, I'll do that. I'm in for that. That's fine. We had a hard time when that last scene changed, which it had to, because they had to update it with its high-tech virtual reality. So, we had an issue with it.
We did.
So, there's a part of me that's like, I mean, it could be okay. I guess we'll see. And there's another part of me of like, do we need it? I don't know.
So what you're saying is you don't want Walt replacing John in each scene. He becomes...
No. Because, again, and there's something else that happened recently that I saw, and then I was like, see... And it goes back to the whole, and obviously Walt is the guy. So I'm not anti-Walt, and I am thankful to him and what he has created. But it kind of goes to that whole, Carousel of Progress has its own theme. It's got its own thing. Do we need to put something into it? Like an IP. It's not an IP. It's Walt Disney, for goodness sakes. But, do we need it? I don't know that you need it. But I guess it needs something also because, it's getting kind of old and it's one of the OGs and all the things. I don't know.
I mean, and as Lewis mentions here in the chat, it is right. It seems like it would be during the intro,
Yeah.
like when you're
Yeah.
just before the show proper begins.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Um,
I can accept that. Is there comfort in knowing by adding the Walt Disney animatronic, you're ensuring its place at the park until long after all of us are here, probably.
right. Yes.
I
Then I
mean,
accept that. Again, I accept that. I accept it with conditions. I think that's my ultimate thing. You're gonna put it as the intro. You're gonna do a little backstory. Okay. You making sure
what's the
it's
one
sticking
rule? What's the
around?
one rule we have about change? You don't do it for what reason?
The sake of change. You just don't
Yeah,
change for the sake of change. Like,
don't change for the
no,
sake of change.
no.
So in this case, I don't believe that we're doing change for the sake of change.
Yeah.
Fully funded.
Yeah. Jeff saying, can we get 4 Walt animatronics that age through the years?
Yeah, but you replace John
Are
with.
you
That's what you
replacing
do.
though? I don't want that.
You wouldn't be happy with that choice.
I would not. It's not what Carousel of Progress is. That's not what that is. Do something like that somewhere else.
All right, I'm gonna do one more. Share the screen. What's so annoying? I'm trying to read an article. Everyone, what is happening? So, all right, I'm not going to share the screen. All right, everyone
Okay,
here
fine.
on YouTube, you're just going to have to deal.
Okay.
They're changing the Cinderella Castle colors back to
Mm-hmm.
the original
Uh-huh.
colors. They did a little thing for the 50th anniversary. I think there's some constructive debate. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's like anger. I don't think it's like shaking your fist. Like first you took the sorcerer's hat, and then
Yeah.
which by
Sure.
the way we're indifferent on. We're happy about, I guess technically, even though
Yeah.
it's coming back. Whatever. Um, and then you put back the original colors. Where do you sit with this? Should we be moving forward from the colors that they did, or should we go back to the traditional Cinderella Castle colors? Because I mean, I kind of let in with where I'm torn, but
Uh-huh.
you go ahead.
I don't understand why this is a thing. I think that's my big. Why is this a thing? Why are we changing the colors and then changing it back? And I get because the 50th. That's why they changed it initially. Is that why? So
Yes, it's a
okay,
little rose gold, whatever.
but it wasn't like such a crazy change where you
It
couldn't
wasn't a
just
birthday
keep it.
cake. I
It was
mean,
not a birthday cake. So
correct.
uh, I don't know. And I can't speak for everyone. People may have a lot of strong feelings similar to I had about the hat blocking the great movie ride and possibly causing its demise. I don't know. But I
Conspiracy theory.
but like when people are walking into Magic Kingdom, are you angry about the current color of the castle? Are you going in there like I can't believe they did this? And I again I think crazy things at times and whatever. So I'm not knocking that thought, but I'm wondering are there a good number of people doing that? Because if there are, then like okay, I get it and yeah, change it back. But otherwise it's like just leave it and I don't know that anyone would notice maybe. I don't know. But also, it's Cinderella's castle. Make it Cinderella's castle. If you're, why are we changing it at all? Why do we even change it? Then just leave it alone. That's all.
Troy from the Disney Assembled podcast here in the chat says better projections on white. Is there evidence of this? Can you share some
Hmm.
links for me, Troy, in the future? Which send them my way. I'd like to see some evidence that the projections on the castle are better in the old color scheme than the new color scheme. I know I see Jen about to go off because I know what she read in the chat. Go ahead.
Listen, before that comment was a comment from our friend Theme Park Rob, who says it would be like taking away happily ever after for wishes.
Mhm.
Stop it. That would be the greatest day ever. That's all.
Would you accept wishes with projections? Mm.
No.
You thought about it. You almost said yes.
No.
No.
I mean, it would be better than nothing, so I guess I would
Would you
have
accept the
to.
wishes soundtrack and the firework, order, whatever you want to go sequence
No.
sequences
I have
if
come,
it came with projections?
much like the Animal Kingdom, I have come to grow to love Happily Ever After. I think that's great, and I like it a lot. It's different than Wishes. Wishes was perfect in its simplicity, and it should be brought back. I didn't expect to rant about this. And I laughed when Michelle mentioned it in her nice message. But here I am, feeling once again like it's warranted. So,
I feel compelled now because we've ranted a couple of times unexpectedly here on our 400th episode to make the next announcement that will be a Patreon only exclusive, our Dillo's Diz Resort only exclusive as it happens in real time. Now we might save it and drop it in a podcast feed later on, whatever. Make the announcement, Frank. When we first started this podcast, and I'd probably from when it was part of the Improviser's Guide podcast, raise your hand if you were there for those days. But we did Theme Park Thursdays on the Improviser's Guide podcast, and one of the things we did, because people got to know us for our rants because we don't like change, and so we were getting annoyed a lot at things apparently, and which is very different than now. And then once people met us and realized that we weren't like the people who rant all the time, like they were like, "Oh, you're nice people," like they stopped listening to the podcast, and that's fine. And but one of the things that came from us like doing the rants, I was like, I guess this should be like a segment that we should do. And I think when we created Theme Park Thursday as its own podcast feed, we kind of lost that. And I don't know if we actually did it that many times on Theme Park Thursday when it was the Improviser's Guide podcast, but that was called the Dillo's Diz Rant or Rave. And so we would either rant on a subject or rave on a subject, something that came up during the week or whatever, and we would choose to rant or rave on the topic. And you know, I'm sure like we forgot all those things.
sure.
So I created a little video that I couldn't upload in time here properly because I'm so tech savvy that that had a little bit of a little jingle to it, which is something I came up with back then, but I don't think it was the same lyrics as I came up with for this time. So I'm going to share that with you right now to the medley of the melody of "Step in Time" from Mary Poppins. Let's see if I can do it without messing it up.
Yeah.
Rent or rave, it's Dillo's Diz, rent or rave, we'll do a rant, well, rave. Wait, no, I did it wrong. I'm going to do it again. If we can't, we'll rave. Yeah, I got it. Rent or rave, it's Dillo's Diz, rent or rave, it's probably a rant. We'll rave if we can't, but that rave will probably sound like a rant. Dillo's Diz, rent or rave.
Yay.
So we'll work on that. That'll be we'll from time to time we'll go over to the resort, and maybe our friends in the $1 one channel world renowned Discord can come up with topics for each of us that when it's time we can each present our rant or rave on. And I don't know if we have to do it just at theme parks. I think it can be anything.
Well, and the thing that kind of got us thinking about this recently is our recent non-Disney trip where we want to talk about that. And we were like, this might be a good little topic to do as a starter.
Yes. We were on a cruise to Bermuda. We were on the Norwegian Aqua, which is technically the newest of the Norwegian ships, correct? Left out of New York, went to Bermuda. The whole fam went on the ship. Are we going to rant about it? Are we going to rave about it? Are we going to do both? That all depends. Frank's still got to fill out his survey. So, I was at Mom and Papa Dillo's last night. And he said, "You want to write another letter?" And I said, "I don't know when I wrote a letter before." And I was like, "Oh, I got my survey today." But he's like, "Oh, yeah, just do that. Just do the survey." I was like, "Oh, I sure will."
I'm sure they have the survey sitting in the email as well. They don't know.
How to. Theme Park Rob is suggesting the second channel for rant or rave topics.
No.
No second channel.
That is not an announcement on this episode. So.
Can we recap the announcements so far? Dude, I don't know if I was keeping track. So we got the Fall into Nostalgia series coming up on Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. We got the Rant or Rave that we just mentioned, which will be a Dillo'sDizResort.com exclusive.
Yeah.
$1, one channel Discord you're in. There was the Dillo's Diz Nostalgia Vault, which the Fall into Nostalgia series will dip into a new kind of quote unquote best of podcast, different feed. Going back and looking at some of like the great interviews or great topics that we have explored over the years later this fall. And we will be part of James Ward's second book in the How Does Disney Do That series, which talks about how Disney transformed you as a person in your life and everything else. So James has already interviewed us for that. Make sure to check out How Does Disney Do That in all the areas, the Facebook and the LinkedIn and his website as well. Get the book. Get the book.
Do it.
I mean, it's good to just pick up and read once in a while.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those books. It's like, I'm going to read a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Once you've been all the way through, just keep picking it up from time to time. Yeah. It'll bring you joy. It'll spark joy, as Marie Kondo once said.
We need more of that.
Before 2020. Da 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 da. Yep. Remember, like that was the thing before 2020. Was like everyone was talking about Marie Kondo.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
A question, because we have more news that we haven't gotten to.
Yes.
From D23 from recent days. I added a news item. Did you see my news item?
I did see your news item. I kind of got to explore a little bit today. That was the Dancing with the Stars casting?
Correct, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I'm curious because you put it in, you're writing it in the same time I was updating it. Believe it or not, we had a show order today that we did not follow. And so I'm curious that obviously there was something that sparked you wanting to talk about it. What was that thing?
Well, there's two things that did it. First, obviously, it should be a surprise to no one. Big Boy Meets Girl fan, Big Girl Meets World fan, Big Pod Meets World fan.
That's right.
Danielle Fishel, a.k.a. Topanga, will be on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Very exciting. Also, on their feed, on their Pod Meets World feed, she's also going to do Danielle with the Stars, and she's doing like a little behind-the-scenes podcast about stars and all of that. So that started today. Also, hold on, I'm going to forget her name. Do you know who the other person I'm thinking of announcing?
It's not Jordan Childs, right?
No.
It is. Is it Hilaria Baldwin? Is that how you say her name? Hilaria?
I don't. Hold on.
Hilaria Baldwin. Someday I'll talk about my favorite conversation with Alec Baldwin in the over at the resort.
That's a resort conversation.
100%.
Elaine Hendricks. She was Meredith Blake in The Parent Trap.
Right.
So,
yes.
Another way. Yeah.
The 9-year-old alerted me to that. She was like, "Oh, she's so and so and so and so."
Yeah.
Now, for you, those of you who don't know, the 9-year-old all in on Dancing with the Stars. Yes. One of Taylor Swift's backup dancers is a pro this time around. By the way, congratulations to Taylor and Travis on the engagement.
Yeah.
From obviously. We're not allowed to, the 11-year-old won't let us. Like, I wasn't allowed to draft any Kansas City Chiefs players for my fantasy football team this year. And, but we will acknowledge the Kelsey Brothers podcast as our biggest sibling competition.
That's true. We're like neck and neck with them a lot. And apologies to Mama Dillo. Mama Dillo sometimes reads news alerts on her phone, and I'm like, what are you getting? Where is this from? I automatically think it's like the Inquirer coming up on her phone, and I'm like, that's not a true story. That didn't happen. Our final morning on the cruise, she's like, did you hear? Travis and Taylor got engaged, and I'm like, absolutely not.
We're all like, get out of here.
Where did you see that on your phone? That's not true. That's absolute. My apologies. It's true. They did. They got engaged. Here's the pictures.
I literally said, not until the People Magazine pictorial will we. People Magazine. Yeah.
Here's People Magazine. They did it. So, Also on
Well,
Dancing with the
yeah.
Stars is Dylan Efron, who I became a fan of thanks to The Traitors. So that's Zac
Oh,
Efron's brother. Um,
I was wondering if that was Zac Efron's brother when I read the
yeah.
cast to, as a 9-year-old, most excited for Scott from Pentatonics dancing with Riley
Yes.
Arnold. That's
It's a,
that's the
it's a
one.
big
That,
season. It's a big
yeah,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a
things
good one.
things to look forward to
Yeah.
on Dancing with the Stars this
Yeah.
season. No, but like no one from 90210, or Saved by the Bell. Like we need one of those. I mean, I guess
I,
Topanga is the closest. Is Topanga the
yeah.
closest?
Listen, and you have a story to tell about Topanga. Like we now have a picture with Topanga in a group shot. You have a story to tell
What is
about.
it? What is it?
What do you
What
mean?
is it?
What
What?
do you mean?
Oh, because you put. Oh, I know. Yeah.
What? I
But
don't
she
even
copped a feeling.
remember.
So,
She did. We went live on YouTube. No, she didn't. Oh my goodness.
unintentionally.
She didn't intentionally not. She did not. She did not. She did not. Certain rumors.
Oh, we're over. It's an hour into the podcast now.
It's close to 10
It's
p.m.
unreal. So
Da, da, da,
no,
da,
that's not.
da.
I mean, it's not accurate. How about?
No,
It's not accurate.
no, no.
I mean, there's hand on skin.
I mean, sure, sure. Our connection tonight, by the
Oh,
way,
it's not great.
when we watch this back, it's going to be rough.
Let me tell you about how, since we haven't recorded since the beginning of August, I have since got a new
Oh.
modem and router, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Last thing I want to talk about, and I think we can just do one more of these Disney news things, and it's probably going to be a bit of a rant. I don't know, but for the Frozen area is coming to Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Back in next year, it's opening, and back in the day, I think this has long been forgotten because
Yeah.
God knows we don't have the time to do these things anymore. The 9-year-old thought she was going to Paris. She wanted to go to Paris for her 10th
Sure.
birthday, and who has time for that?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no time for that. But when I saw that, I was like, oh God, that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Go to Paris and see the new Frozen area. So a couple of things. One, if there's this Frozen area coming to the quote unquote Walt Disney Studios is leading to the official change in the name of the park to the Disney Adventure Park.
Yeah.
Just what is that?
I was confused with that.
What
Why?
is?
Why?
It's just what who was in the room? I don't like
When it happens.
what like who put the stamp on it? Like all the I picture the scene in Moneyball where you got all the free agents
Yeah.
on like which guys are we going with? We're not going with any of these guys. We're going with Disney Adventure Park. Oh.
But why are we changing the name?
I mean, I don't think it was really. I don't know if it was the appropriate name for the park to begin with.
Okay.
It had similarities in aesthetic, I guess, to Walt Disney Studio. To hashtag I'm always MGM, but I think it's more now closer to California Adventure. So we're seeing more of Disney Adventure here. Like there's the adventure connection. I think in how that's me. Just expertly making things up there, but that is where I feel with it. Like when I went to Paris 12 to 11 years ago, like we didn't even go over to that park that day because really Ratatouille. Shout out to you, Dr. J.
Ratatouille.
Is Ratatouille. Was like brand new at the time, and you knew you weren't getting on that attraction, so there was really no need to go over there. Meanwhile, here at Epcot, they're getting rid of the 3D glasses. Like there's so many things happening.
Right.
So that's I just don't know if that's the like why we call it like can we come up with a better name?
Yeah.
Like can you just say Disney Adventure Park in whatever the French way to say it is and call it that? That might sound better.
Right.
Like can it be the Aventura Parco? That's like
Don't.
Don't try it. I shouldn't try.
I um
What's
I
the matter with
just
my French accent? It's just as
I
good as my
is
Scala.
that a French accent? Joey Tribbiani has a better French accent than you. What do you mean? My issue is that it's not even a French accent. You're not.
Voulez-vous, s'il vous plaît? Oh, no, 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 no.
Wasn't that one of our? I think that was one of our first TikToks, wasn't that? And we're
Oh,
horrible
yeah.
at it. It was not accurate lip
Yeah.
reading or lip syncing.
Phoebe teaching Joey
Yeah.
French. Yeah.
And you were like, "What is this? I don't want to do this." I'm like, "It's TikTok. Let's do it. It's great." Now look at you.
Now look at us.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I guess my other part of that is, should we be doing better with Norway in Epcot and do something that's closer to all these other cool frozen areas in the other Disney parks that have been happening? This is the second or the third one now, but you don't want to expand.
I would like to see a land like that. I think those lands look fantastic. You're not doing it in World Showcase. Thank you.
Can you do it? Let me ask you this: someday there's a fifth gate. Let's say,
Uh-huh.
can you have this frozen area, or is it negated because you have a frozen attraction in Norway and it's a little frozen heavy in Norway in the World Showcase?
I mean, you might as well put Frozen in all the parks. You got the Frozen sing along, you got the Frozen ride, and then you can have a whole land over here. I don't know. No, I guess it would be okay, and then just change the ride back to Maelstrom and call it a day.
I mean, people would be happy if it went back to Maelstrom.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. So, I mean, was there anything else that stuck out to you at D23 that we need to address here? Destination D23, excuse me, that
Is
suggests
it?
otherwise?
Um, no, I don't know. I know you put Tron up. Did you want to discuss Tron?
I mean, are you going on? Well, let's discuss this. You're not going on Tron ever again.
No, no, I'm good. I'm all set.
Is it okay? Can I want the clarification because Jen doesn't go on any of these rides. If you're listening for the first time, are you not going to go on again because it messed you up in the head a little bit, or because of the takeoff?
Yes. Um, I I don't know. I have no desire to go on it again. I'm all set. I have no idea what the ride is because my eyes were closed the whole time. Now, would I maybe consider doing the sit down portion just to be like, can I just see what this is? Maybe. I'm
Mhm.
good on the bike. I don't need to
At
do
Very
that.
Merry, are you going to do that?
I don't think so. I don't have that plan. I don't have that plan.
Yeah,
I don't want to take like if the lights are, I'm not doing a lightning lane for it again, you know. So like, I don't know. I don't really.
gotcha.
I'm all
All right,
right
no,
with
I
not
mean,
doing it. I'm fine. Like I don't feel like if I left Magic Kingdom during Very Merry and I didn't get to go on Tron, that I would be sad about it. I would be okay.
whatever this Aries overlay, I mean, the 9-year-old is excited because
Yeah.
she's into all the Greek gods, so she's just
Yeah.
excited that it's named Aries.
Yeah.
But she's like but she's very clear in her assessment of the ride, which is the launch is great, the rest of
Yeah.
the ride is short, and
Yeah.
she's not wrong. Uh,
It felt too long to
but
me, 9-year-old.
it would
So
behoove, just like what we're seeing with Smuggler's Run and the Mandalorian over. It's getting late. We talked too long. Mandalorian overlay for Smuggler's Run is an overlay, or are they just changing it completely? Whatever it is,
mhm.
that they need to keep coming up with new things for these rides. All you have to
Mhm.
do is change the lights on Tron every day. People are going to be happy. Just like you get a different song on Guardians, just like
Mhm.
all these things. You get the different ride sequences on Tower of Terror. These are the
Mhm.
things you need the repeatability.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want the lights to be red this time. I want the lights to be green this time. Like whatever it is that
Make it pink. Make
is
it blue.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, I do see Val saying I thought you were going to ride with
Mandalorian. What the what? Sorry, go ahead.
I thought you were going to ride with me next time. Val, I mean, fine, I will. I'm not gonna like. I don't want to turn you down, Val. If you want to ride together, I'll go on. I'll go on with you.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, is it our second? It's not a new announcement here, but before we go, we should talk a little bit about our meetup, which is now 2 months away. It's about 9 weeks away, right? Ish. I guess it's 8 weeks away. Let's go through it. It's September 4th on the theme park Thursday in the audio feed. So the 11th, the 18th, the 25th. You're gonna go to October, like the 3rd, the 10th, the 11th. Not the 10th, the 17th, 26th. About 8 weeks away. We're 8 weeks away from when's our 60 day? I think our 60 day is this weekend. Jeffers confirmed in the chat.
Also, can I just show you here? When I look over, I'm looking at the calendar. Look what's on the
What
calendar,
is
the
that?
Disney calendar
Oh,
this month.
come on with dinosaur on the
What
calendar. Why? What if
surprising.
the ride had closed by then?
Right, by
9
the end
weeks,
of
2 days.
9 weeks, 2 days.
That's why, yeah. That's why it's 60 days, because 63 days would be 9 weeks, Frank. That 60 days would be this weekend. So you got to be ready to get all the reservations.
Oh,
But
Jeffers.
we need to discuss that. We also need flights.
Yeah, we haven't gotten flights. Has everyone else have their travel arrangements? You know?
We're not happy with our
No.
return flight. I almost and I'm like, okay, maybe we have to come back on Monday instead of Sunday. Then I look at the Monday flights and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, they're a little silly.
There's nothing good. So we're working on the flights. I mean, we're still gonna go, but we're working on the flights. But the prices have strange numbers that we've never really seen on our flights to and from Orlando before.
Yeah.
I'm like, why $700? Why does that make? Why is that?
Absolutely.
What is that? There's like, what are we doing?
Are we just driving down on Wednesday? Do we start on Wednesday and just drive down? And then we'll pick up everybody along the way. We'll get Lexi. We'll do a whole.
I couldn't drive it anymore.
No.
Let's just all get in the RV.
So do it. What's the difference?
So we're scheduled November 5th through the 9th to be in Florida.
Sorry, I'm cracking myself up because we've literally hit so many of the points Tom and Michelle mentioned. Like we just doing the Dillo impression. I'm like, we hit on like everything.
The pregame video we shared.
Without even trying.
We're going to put the audio in immediately following. It'll all make sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense to everybody immediately following. So we're scheduled November 5th. That's a Wednesday arrival, leaving on Sunday the 9th. That's the goal. But I feel like we're still trying to figure stuff out there.
Yeah. We may have to fly with Jeffers into and out of Syracuse. That might be a possibility.
Yeah, what I really want to do is I don't want to fly at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning after being at Jollywood the night before. We're going to be at Very Merry Christmas Party on Friday, November 7th. I should make the announcement of what we're actually doing so far.
Yeah.
And then we'll be at Jollywood Nights on Saturday, November 8th.
Yeah.
Those are the two set things. Those are the anchors of our next meetup. Everything else to fill in around that, dependent on the flights. Check the flights.
Check the flights.
check it off the list right there.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if you're in and around, I spoke to a high school friend of mine yesterday, and he was like, "When are you going down here?" And I was like, "Right around Veterans Day." He's like, "All right, maybe." I was like, "Oh, that would be crazy."
What? Who's this high school friend? We have to discuss.
Yeah, you know who the high school friend is.
High school friend in my neck of the woods. Yeah. Right.
So that is happening 9 weeks from now. 9 weeks from today, we would be in Orlando if we get the right flights.
Yeah.
Who's ready? Who's ready for that? Jen was just in Orlando. I haven't. But what's funny is I'm going to be in Orlando 10 days before that for 36 hours.
36 hours.
Probably not touching, and maybe a breakfast reservation or like a brunch reservation.
See how much he can convince Mrs. Dillo to do in the 36 hours, a lot of which is taken up by an event. It's not even like...
Yeah, I probably only have 4 hours. I cannot justify a one-day park pass for 4 hours in a park.
What if you could?
Or can I? What if
Are
I
there
could?
early morning hours? Are there
I don't have a
dramatic
yeah.
hours at night?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of was like, what if we just go to Kona for breakfast or Steakhouse
Hmm.
71 for breakfast
Yeah.
and we do like a monorail ride? Maybe we could take on a boat around the lagoon, walk around Fort Wilderness. Like I don't know, like trying to
All
make
the
the most of
things.
the time. I mean, I know we're
Yeah.
landing at midnight on Friday night, but we could get up
It's
early and do all
fine.
of those things. Why would we want to
Yeah.
sleep in?
No. Why would you
No,
do
I
that?
don't think I don't unless I get a good resort rates. Do I see me being anywhere near Disney property?
But what if you
On
could?
but what if I could? I wouldn't mind
Hmm.
trying to stay in one of those Universal hotels for,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just because I never get an opportunity to.
Stay
Have
at
to
the one that
check some
right
rates.
next to Epic, so it's like you went to Epic, but you didn't
I
go, but
mean,
you kind
I
of
know
see it.
uh, when we were when we were driving up to upstate over the weekend, Mrs. Dillo was looking at Epic, how to like what could you do, and
Hmm.
if you're got a Costco membership, you can wheel and deal a little bit over there. And so
Yeah.
she was on Costco, and then it came up, and so she was looking, and so she was like naming uh well, I'm not gonna think of the name now. The one hotel that's right in front of Epic or whatever with the Helios,
Resort.
and the 9-year-old was like, the Helios. Hmm?
Hmm.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we don't have time.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Well, we'll see what you actually end up doing on your 36 hours.
Time will tell. So yeah, both those things coming up.
Yeah.
A nice midnight arrival to MCO on
Yeah.
a Friday, leaving early Sunday morning. Again, because these flights are ridiculous and strangely priced.
Yeah.
It doesn't like I'm like, is JetBlue going out of business? What is? Should I look at other airlines? No.
I know, right? I mean, we did it. We
Jen,
did
before
another
we
airline
what?
as we did it
Yeah.
in July.
Oh, you did do it.
Yeah.
Jen, is there anything else on this 400th episode that we need? I mean, I think the other thing we should announce, but I'm not 100% certain on, is you're likely going to see the name of the podcast change again from the Dillo's Diz podcast featuring Theme Park Thursday to Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz, just because I think it will help with our SEO.
We will discuss. I
SEO. I don't know.
oh, yeah. Sweets to go.
Sweets to go.
I
If
would like
that's
to
an
take.
inside joke, then we can't tell. We don't have time to
No, we
tell
can't
it.
tell. That's on another episode. That's at the
Yeah,
resort. All these things
that's the
can be
other result.
found out at delosdizresort.com.
Mhm.
I, on this 400th episode, would like to equally laugh with everyone and apologize to anyone that's watched this video. And if you're here this long, thank you. Because the connectivity is classic Dillos, which I'm sad about because Riverside had been good to us. And I was like, yay, this will be a great live. And then, no. But
No.
it's us, and it would we can't be too high tech here. It
Yeah,
would.
this will immediately go to unlisted in the.
No, we gotta keep it up. Maybe. Maybe not.
Jen needs time here at 9:45 Eastern to mess with the audio and put things together here. But for those of you watching here on the YouTube live stream or listening to Theme Park Thursday, obviously we can't thank you enough for sticking with us for these 400 episodes, and hopefully we keep coming up with new and exciting ways to engage with everyone as we try to. I don't know, like especially with the nostalgia stuff. I feel like
Mhm.
we want to lean into that more. We want to fall into it, as it were.
That's right.
And with the my passion project being the vault,
Hmm.
um, hopefully we can, you know, put new perspectives on what we've been doing here
Hmm.
for 400 episodes or so. So if you sent us a video, thank you very much. If you sent us a message, thank you so much. If you listened or watched, thank you so much. Jen will be tagging the audio of all the pregame videos that were shown. Man, I'm tired. On our pregame on our YouTube channel. Until next time, she's Jen. And I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Happy 400th episode, Frank Jen, Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. It's Tom and Michelle from the Hyperion Adventures podcast, and we couldn't be more excited for this big 400 episodes. How does that happen? It's incredible.
I know,
Michelle.
it's incredible. We're so honored and thrilled to be celebrating with you.
Yeah, we had to come on here and say, man, what an amazing number. What an amazing stretch of greatness for Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. It's been spectacular, right, Miss Dillo?
Yeah, it's been tremendous, and it's really been such a fun time. I know we started around the same time. You're ahead of us, but it's been great, and how our podcasts have been able to connect has been fun.
Yes, one of our favorite things is the fact that we've been able to connect with you both in person and also virtually as well. It's been fantastic, but an amazing run of wonderful, wonderful episodes for Frank, for Jen, for all of you here. Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. And 400 episodes is incredible. That's like 400 times we've heard Frank remind us that he was a Disney cast member once.
Yeah, and it's like 400 times that we heard Jen pleading for wishes to return.
Yeah, that's right. At least 400. That's 400 times we've heard either Frank or Jen, sometimes both, do a Papa Dillo impression.
Or like 400 times that Jen has said, check the flights.
That's right. That's at least 4,000 times that Jen and Frank have desperately talked about not liking change.
Or 4,000 times that they've kind of gone on a tangent.
Maybe 40,000 times for sure. But yeah, I agree with you. And that's at least 400,000 times that we've been reminded that Frank is very, very old.
But most importantly, it's been 400 times that we've been able to sit down and audibly connect with a couple of the best people in the community, in the Disney community, our dear friends, Frank and Jen.
And you are our dear friends. And we really, we kid here.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you so much. And you've been amazing to us. You've been amazing to the community. And you've been amazing, doing an amazing podcast for 400 episodes. And that's an incredible run. Happy 400th episode to you, Frank and Jen. And here's to 404,000. If you can make it that long, I don't know, Frank's pretty old, but if you can make it that many episodes, no matter what, it's been an incredible run. And we hope it continues for as long as you decide to let it go on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hi, it's Barry Jacobson. Congratulations, Jen and Frank, on your 400th episode of Dillo's Diz. Thank you so much for having me as a guest. It was an honor to spend time with two former cast members and to be with you. And I love that you continue to spread Disney magic all around the globe to so many listeners. Cheers to another 400 episodes, and I hope you can find the hidden Mickey. Cheers.
Hey, Frank and Jen, Theme Park Rob. I just wanted to congratulate you both on an amazing journey to 400 episodes of Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. You have had some fantastic interviews, amazing guests, and some even, at times, better soapbox rants. I think we have room for 400 more, right? That's what the resort guests would like to hear. 400. Again, congratulations, you two. It's been so fun to come along on this journey with you both.
Jen and Frank, Chuck Salvo, Chief Happiness Architect here in California on a mission. When I heard about your 400th episode, I had to send a video, and thank you so much. Talking about being on a mission, 400 episodes of creating happiness, of bringing joy. Man, just congratulations to Dillo's Diz and Jen and Frank. 400 more, please. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Hey, Jen. Hey, Frank. Congratulations on your 400th episode of your Dillo's Diz podcast. That's a great achievement, and I'm wishing you many more years of happiness and success.
Hey, Frank and Jen, Troy here from the Disney Assembled podcast. Mimi and I want to send a very wonderfully warm congratulations for reaching a major milestone, 400 episodes. Thank you so much for spreading all that joy and creating such a wonderful community of people who share your love for theme parks, but mostly Walt Disney World. Keep this up. You are essentially now in the Law and Order category of theme park sibling podcasts. 400 episodes. Here's to 400 more. Thank you so much for everything, and we'll see you real soon.
Hey Dillo's Diz, Johnny Tamaro here, Toy Soldier Johnny at FAO Schwartz in New York City. Congratulations on your 400th podcast. Unbelievable. I was lucky enough to be interviewed by you. Here's to 400 plus more.
Hello, Frank and Jen.
Hi.
It does not seem that long ago since we were celebrating Frank's 50th birthday all together in the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. And now here we are back celebrating 400th. I just don't think Frank looks like he's 400.
No.
I mean,
No.
390,
Look,
maybe.
Look. No.
Yes? No?
It's not Frank's 400th birthday. It's
No?
Frank and Jen's 400th episode of their
Oh.
podcast.
So you look good for 50, Frank. That's okay.
Yeah.
And how old Jen is, you're good too. I know you don't like talking about your birthday.
And we're not here to talk about your birthday.
No, we're
We're
not.
here to thank you for 400 wonderful episodes.
Are they all wonderful?
They are all
They're all
wonderful.
wonderful. We agree they're all wonderful. There were some better ones. We were on a couple of them. So, I mean, I can't wait.
We are incredibly grateful for the Dillo's Diz community, and we are so thankful, Frank and Jen, for your leadership and for your willingness to put us together, for us to have found such special friends and find people that love Disney as much as we do. And we are just going to be eternally grateful for the relationships that we've made through Dillo's Diz. So Frank and Jen, congratulations. We love you. We are so grateful for you, and we cannot wait for the next meetup.
It's not 400, is he?
It's not 400.
It's not 400.
No, no.
400 episodes.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good morning, Frank and Jen. Jeff is reporting live from Disney's Polynesian Village Resort is what I'd like to be saying, but the truth of the matter is I'm stuck in Terminal C waiting to board my plane back home. Full of the Disney blues, and the only way I can think to beat the Disney blues is to throw on my favorite podcast, which is Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. Here you guys have an episode coming up at number 400, quite an accomplishment. Just wanted to take a minute to thank you guys for everything that you do and the community that you guys have built, that we built together. Congratulations on number 400. I can't wait to hear what's coming in the future. Bye now.
What is up, Frank and Jen of Dillo's Diz? This is Justin Monorell, and with me is...
It's me. It's the DOZ, Landon the Dozdone.
Yep, we are here joining together, coming to this place today to celebrate a milestone, and that is the 400th episode of Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. You did it! You're done!
Good job by you! Yay! Podcast. Wait, no, hold on.
Maybe that's just our plan.
Wait, we got to go till 4. Oh, dude, no, there's no way we can make it till 400. Not like Frank and Jen.
No.
No.
I don't think we have that kind of juice. But congratulations. This is an epic milestone, and we're really proud of both of you. Proud to call you friends. We're proud that we've made appearances on your show and that you've made appearances on our show, and we've built this connection over the years that is forever long lasting, even long past our podcasts expire. But we hope that you keep it going for another 400, and we can't wait to celebrate episode 800.
Yep. Yeah, you are now on the hook for at least 800 episodes. And what Jay said, really, I mean, that just nails it. I mean, we're friends in the podcasting realm, but we're friends outside of the podcasting realm. And that's one of the crazy magical things about this whole weird amalgamation of our podcast coming together is at least on my end, I feel like we've made lifelong friends out of just us talking about a weird little place down in Orlando, Florida, founded by a magical mouse and roller coasters and churros is more of a left coast thing, but still it's like I consider you, Frank, and you, Jen, lifelong friends, even once we put the microphones down for good. And if y'all ever needed anything, I hope you know that I'm just a phone call away. And congratulations on 400 episodes. It's a hell of a milestone, and lifelong memories have been made through these podcasts, and I'm so happy for y'all.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I'm speaking for Steffers here, who could not be with us today, but she, you know, is such a big fan of you all as well, and has like nothing but wonderful things to say, and wants to pass along her congratulations. And you know, so from Steffers, for Landon, and for myself, once again, congratulations, guys. Just keep on doing your thing. Keep on making those connections. Keep on bringing the nostalgia and the love of the parks to the podcasting world. And you know, I hope that you continue to be the #1 sibling podcast based in New York that comes out on a Thursday, that's about theme parks, that also talks about Long Island in the world. Maintain that title as long as you can. I know it's difficult. There's a lot of competition, but I feel like you are the ones. If anybody can do it, you can do it.
And especially now that you've hit 400, I mean, people coming for that title, y'all. But hold on to it. Hold on to it like your hangman Adam Page. Just championship.
Well, cheers, and thank you all so much for just being you. We love you all so much, and we'll talk to you next time. Deuces.
Bye.
The Dillo's Diz podcast is hosted by Frank Cardillo and Jen Cardillo Snyder. Music produced by Matt Harvey. Logos and video production courtesy of Snydillo Studios. Dillo's Diz Resort is our Patreon with tiers starting as low as $1 per month. You can visit dillosdizresort.com to learn more. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X Twitter, and Facebook at Dillo's Diz. Check us out on YouTube by visiting youtube.com/DillosDiz. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there. We also have merch available on TeePublic and Etsy. For all this and more, visit our one-stop shop, DillosDiz.com. Dillo's Diz Podcast 2025.
I can't stop it. Can you stop it?
I'm trying to stop it. Are we still here? We're still here. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. I'll just see if I can. Let me see what I can do here. It's not. We're still here. Wait. Oh, I see.